There were a ton of great RPGs on the PS1, but I rarely hear this game come up in conversation, so I want to take a moment to give you, in no particular order, 3 reasons I love Breath of Fire 3. And maybe I can convince you to give it a shot if you haven't already played it. Ugh. Damn it. First off, dragons. Yeah, I know it's obvious, but dragons. You start the game as this little turd, almost dragon thing, and play as a character who, as the story unfolds and you find shiny purple things, gains the ability to transform into epic and not so epic dragon creatures. This is a type of gameplay element that not many games offer, and playing blind back in the day and experimenting with trying to transform into different types of dragons was a blast, even if not all of them are helpful. Okay, I lied. First off is actually the characters as a whole, but I just really wanted it to be dragons. So, yeah. Characters. They're a fairly diverse, yet oddly generic bunch that you can do a great deal of customization on stat-wise, which is something I love to this day. Each of these goofy-looking bastards has their own thing, like Speed Guy and Magic Girl, Meat Wall, Girl who has a cannon but needs better glasses, and Onion. Ugh. Now, I don't know how other people play this game, but I tend to take my favorite 2 that I have access to and just keep my party of 3. Screw swapping out for any reason. This is my crew. My fam. I hated that as it was coming out of my mouth. Damn it. You can train each character under a master that will impact stat growth and give them new skills. You can also learn skills from watching enemies, but we don't care about that right now. So, you can make Speed Guy train under a master that makes him even faster, or you can just go and pack as much muscle on him as you can and train him under someone like Bunyan here, and make him a meat wall too. Couple this with the battle formations that some of the masters will teach you more of as you level up, and you can get a fair bit of replayability out of this game just by leveling your party differently. Or using a different team, which is dumb. Speed, dragon, glasses. That's the dream team. Get on board. Next, we have the presentation. No, the graphics are not impressive, but by choosing to make the game more sprite-based and not try for full 3D, they accidentally made something that's very stylized and can hold up to the test of time. Everything is bright and colorful. You can always tell what's going on, and it doesn't leave you feeling like it really needs an HD remaster that you'll never get because Capcom decided they hate this series. No, seriously. Breath of Fire 6 is a Japanese-only, free-to-play mobile game. Now, I can't say I know much about it, but I can say that a quick search shows that it has less than 2 out of 5 stars for its Android version at the moment. I think that says it all. So, yeah, presentation. Now, a big part of that is the soundtrack and overall audio, obviously. So, now it's PS1, so there's no voice acting or anything, but I really feel like the soundtrack is worth mentioning. No, it doesn't belong in a best of list, just like the graphics, but what it manages to do is something I feel a lot of games struggle with, and that's finding music that fits the theme and tone of the overall game. Now, someone may actually try to murder me for saying this, but I feel the first 2 entries in the series were kind of trying too hard. I guess that's the best way to say it. But it felt to me like they really just were trying to be Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy with this heavier, more orchestral soundtrack that never quite appealed to me. Breath of Fire 3 takes a step toward more jazzy synth style of music, which is consistently pleasant and more of its own thing. Not trying to take anything away from the first two games, which are both great in their own right, but so many tracks in this game have stuck with me in some form or another. Last up is the story and progression. Again, now this could be the freaking subtitle of the game. It's not exactly groundbreaking. And a lot of the game just boils down to, hey, do this thing so you can go over there. But, shit. Alright, I can't do this part without slight spoilers, so I'm just kind of going to glance over things without any specifics. Cool? Cool. So, what's important to remember here is that the game never takes itself too seriously. There are some really dark things that happen, and this guy is an onion. I can't get past that. I've played this game like 12 times, and I still hate him. I'm sorry for fans of the character, but he's an onion. I don't like onions. Alright, so progression. You start out as this dragon, then you're a naked kid being taken care of by two other kids who happen to be orphans, and the three of you get into some trouble because of freaking course you do. And you get separated from your friends. So you go to the big city you all dreamed of moving to in order to find them. And of course, trouble follows you. All the while, you make more friends and awaken to your dragon powers, finding out that the dragons were supposed to be hunted into extinction for being evil. But you're not evil. You're just a little boy who wants to find his friends. So why were the dragons killed? And seriously though, what happened to your damn friends? So this is about as simplified as I can make the plot. And I don't want to give away anything major for those of you who may decide to start playing, but there's something I love about the way the direction of the game changes almost without you noticing. You're a child that just wants to be liked by the villagers. Then you just want to find your friends. Then you're desperately trying to get to safety. And suddenly it becomes about understanding your powers. And finally, it becomes a quest for the truth. It's a fantasy world, and it's just nice when the world isn't in peril, and you're not in a war-torn land facing evil at every turn. Yes, there are obstacles, and yes, there was a war at some point in history, but it always stays your struggle. Not a battle to save the world, or a princess or kingdom. You're not a hero destined to bring peace. The world is basically at peace already, but you and your friends want answers, and it's your adventure to find them. To me, that's just a fantastic way to present a story, even if it's not really reshaping storytelling in video games. Well, there it is. 3 reasons I love Breath of Fire 3. Of course, this is all just my opinion, and it has a hefty amount of nostalgia helping to shape it, but how about you? Have you played the game? Is there something you felt I should have mentioned? Let me know in the comments, leave a like, subscribe or something, but just play the game. And hopefully you love it as much as I do.